Now, I mean, this is one of the most iconic cult figures in the past 7 years, probably the most iconic, because we haven't really seen too many, characters that really stick around, and you have merchandise all over the place. What's it been like for you to live with this character for the last 7 years, and what's it like to bring him back and do him again?
It's pretty rad. I mean, it was such a fun character, and it was like, obviously over the past number of years, fans are always come up and it's like, are they going to make a Napoleon 2? Are they going to make a Napoleon 2? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's not up to me. It would be fun, but finally we have something we say, dude, check it out. We're making a cartoon. It's going to be awesome. We have the original cast, so I think it's fun to just jump back into it because I forgot. We only shot a movie and we shot it in like 20 days. I mean, it was an independent, so it's not like we had a huge rehearsal section, a 3-month shoot schedule. It was like I only lived it very briefly. Then it was just dealing with all the fan stuff and just people doing their own versions of Napoleon. So to like step back into the shoes, it's like I'd forgotten that. I hadn't been in that for a while. Even though I'm not dressing up, it really is. You do the voice, you get there, and it's like you become that character. And
it had to be crazy because it was at least 2 years out when all of a sudden we saw this explosion of stuff with your face on it in the stores and the mall. Go to Walden bookstores and there's a bookmark. What was that like for you personally to just know that like you pretty much live in the mall? Your image is always going to be there for like the next 50 years.
It's weird. I mean, I don't know what else. It completely took me by. I mean, I didn't grow up in Hollywood. I didn't have like parents or siblings or extended family that prepped me for this. Like, well, this is what life is like, like this is what life is like. I had none of that training. So it's like the movie happens all of a sudden. Yeah, like you said, all this, my picture is on, my face is on underwear. I sit on underwear. I'm like, some dude's pack is on my face. Gross. Is
that what it says?
No, that's just what I'm thinking. Awesome. That would be awesome. All right, good idea for a next line. I was just, it was weird. I mean, it was like, okay, all right, just kind of trying to be very normal and go with the flow. And I think it's fun it's kind of, dust off this old character that has, and try to grab a new audience.
And the original movie has a real sweetness to it that I think you don't really get today because everybody's trying to be edgy or gross or whatever. And I think that's one of the reasons why this movie has so many fans. Is that something you guys are pulling back and bringing back into this? I mean, is this going to fall in line pretty much with the movie? Is it divergent from that? I mean, is it a little bit different?
It's a little bit different just because it's animated, but we're trying to really capture that essence of the movie. Like, it still takes place in a small town. It's not like Springfield, where anything can happen in The Simpsons, I mean, we still have we try to keep it open because if we're going to go episode by episode, we got to let things happen. But yeah, I mean, we're trying to it's very family friendly, very, I think, it's a world with every single character and not just Napoleon, but that's why people liked it. You have Pedro and Deb and Uncle Rico and Kip. So many great characters. It just seemed like a perfect fit to make a cartoon of this.
Well, the last question I'll ask is, if this goes on for a while, are you going to do some of the stuff some of the Fox people do where they bring you guys all out as a cast and do a cast read live?
Because I think like live somewhere?
Yeah, like so fans can go watch you guys like do the cast read like they do. Yeah, they do that with all of them.
Oh, okay.
You guys had plans
Oh, I'm sure they will. Yeah, because I think even more so because, I mean, we're here now. We're getting our video. I mean, I don't know if the other animated shows, do this much interviews for cast members because people are like, "Who's Billy West?" Okay, the hardcore fans.
Everybody knows you guys.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they. I mean, I would totally dig it. I mean, our table reads have been so much fun. They've been the funnest part of this whole process.
Well, I was going to say, it had to be cool to have like all of you guys back together in a room. I know you're kind of separated, and sometimes
because when you go to record in the booth, you're separated. You have to do the same line over and over. But when you're at a table read, you read through it. The cast is there. It's magical.
It sounds magical. Yeah. Anyways, thank you.